I beg I see that just a few minutes so that we'll listen to our senior Mike Dokosi's views on this issue. He's editor Daily Post newspaper. Thank you very much for your time and good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
I hope you're well.
I'm fine. How are you too?
I am also doing well. First, what's your view on this? Because there are those who are saying be cautious, it's getting one too many. Alaji is also of the opinion that perhaps it happens more under this administration than it did under the former administration. What's your view on this?
Yeah, thank you, and good morning to your listeners. I associate myself with what Alaji has said, and I'm getting worried by the comments that some people are making, like Bakarama was. We need to realize that hate speech can throw the country overboard. Before you realize you are a refugee in Togo somewhere being served food from the United Nations organization. You see, you just have to have a look at a film like Hotel Rwanda or sometime in April to understand what hate speech or a speech that can destabilize the country can do. You see, if you look at the case of Rwanda, for example, the president's aeroplane, President Habyarimana's aeroplane, crashes mid-air. One tribe blames the other based on sentiment on the ground. Before you realize, you have a war that lasts for just 90 days and almost 1 million people are killed. And it starts from hate speech, where people are saying, I heard on radio, saying, kill the cockroaches, referring to one other tribe as cockroaches. Now, you must differentiate between insult, which is not good, and hate speech, or speech that can destabilize the country, the peace of the country, the security of the country. When somebody comes and says that you should kill the president, what if some crankhead decides to act on it and somebody sues the president and a group of people blame the other group? Before you realize, what do we have on our hands? We have war. So you can make any speech, you can make any comment, but there should be consequences. There's a difference between criticizing and stirring hatred or making threats. How do you allow threats to go? Even in our local setting, to tell somebody that you will see, it itself is an offense. You can be reported for threatening somebody. Are you getting me? So those who are saying that they should stop these arrests, they should be very careful because then let us open the floodgates. And if you throw pebbles at people, they'll return with rocks. So if all the arrests should stop, okay, the other side will decide that we shall also insult, we shall also threaten. Can we contain it? The best way to contain it is to make sure that those who it is nip in the nap, those who start it are arrested quickly, and it will serve as a deterrent to others. Can you imagine the number of you now that we have? Look, some of these things have been there, but now that we have social media, we have TikTok. People just sit in the house and make any comments at all. Look, as Bobali said, every day the bucket goes to the well. One day the bottom will drop out. One day, one of these reckless comments will find us all in refugees in Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, before we begin to learn things.
But in this case, it doesn't seem to be deterring them. You are hearing more and more of them saying the same thing. At what point in time would you say a deterrent is set?
My brother, is deterring them because only God knows what you would be hearing if others had not been arrested. If you go to TikTok right now, you will find that some others are also advising to be careful of the hate speech because it does not serve any purpose at all. So can you imagine if it is, should we leave the floodgates open? Are we ready to face the consequences? Because if we can make any comment and get away with it, can we contain it as a country? Or we should leave it in the... we need to just stop it quickly. And the only way to stop it is to... when the frog in front falls into the pit, the others behind take caution. When people are arrested quickly, the others will take caution. You think this arrest has not stopped others? Look at the national organizer of the NPP. He made a comment that they weaponize the youth. Then now, within 24 hours, he's on radio trying to explain weaponize the youth, trying to rationalize it that it does not mean that they are going to arm the youth. He is scared that he'll be invited. Are you getting me? That is what this arrest has done. It has been, look, you are free to criticize. You are free to say anything, but it must not be a speech that would jeopardize the security and stability of this country.
Senior, thank you. Thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you, my brother.
Mike Dokosi is editor, Daily Post newspaper. I think one of the things maybe we will consider doing next week is perhaps to explain the difference. Because there are people who genuinely think that saying those things is criticism. Question is, where does criticism move from just criticism to hate speech and also to other forms of speech that are criminal before the law? So perhaps we'll explore then a conversation around it